Any questions? Hi guys, thank you for taking the time to do this. Obviously tough, to lose in the shootout. Can you speak to kind of the spectacle of this event? It seemed like the crowd was electric. Nice tight hockey game. Can you just speak to what the event atmosphere was like for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely exciting from start to finish. And I think having a game in these cities that don't have a team right now, having a game that close and the fans are in it the whole time, it was certainly loud. This building is amazing. And so it was really cool to be a part of, and we're fortunate that we got to be a part of that here.
Coach, I'd like to ask you first and then have the players follow up as well.
Sure.
Do you consider it a privilege, a burden? What is it that, in addition to trying to be professionals and do your jobs, you also have people watching you, the weight of trying to be role models for another generation and getting a new league off the ground?
Yeah, I think, the players and the staff do a great job of handling that pressure, and I think that's, something that our hockey culture is very used to. We're used to being in the community. We're used to engaging with fans, and, being able to bring our product to a city like Seattle is, we're fortunate. There's no burden at all. We take that on with pride, and we really enjoy doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I would just echo that. I think we've gone through plenty of years where we've played in buildings, the exact same product on the ice, with not many fans in the building. So it's a pretty big honor to be able to come to places like this, rinks like this, cities like this, and have 12,000 fans cheering for two teams that don't even belong to their own city. So I think it's amazing to see. It's a privilege for every single one of us to step on that ice tonight in front of Seattle. And I think we don't take it for granted because there's been plenty of years that we haven't even been close to that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't find it a burden at all. It's been a great experience so far for me. And I know there's been so many that have come before me. So just, to get to play in this city, like Stacy said, like we don't even have teams here and everyone's going crazy. So I think it's pretty neat to see.
Thank you.
So Montreal is obviously taking on kind of the lion's share of this tour. I think y'all are doing the only team doing 4 of the 9 cities. How are you approaching kind of the series of away games that what you were talking about, being in a city where your team doesn't belong to them, and still kind of exposing these new places to your team and the PWHL as a whole?
Yeah, we've talked a lot about it. Obviously, it's a business trip. We're here to get as many points as we can. We're here to play hockey. We're here to win games. But also on the flip side of that, it's a pretty amazing experience, and it's important for us to be role models, to open little girls' eyes to what is possible for them in the future. And I think it's a nice, healthy balance of finding a little bit of a mix of the two. Is how can we be at our best? How can we make sure that when we're on the ice, we're performing and we're winning hockey games, but also how are we enjoying that moment, taking in that crowd out there, and inspiring as many people as we can.
The game was close. As players yesterday said, we should expect like a 1-goal game. Today, it seemed like the power play was pretty essential. Can you talk about maybe what a couple of the pivot points were in the match for you?
Yeah, special teams was the story, I think, of this game. One for us, we haven't had this issue this year, but just taking too many penalties was, we want to play 5-on-5. We're strong 5-on-5, and our PK has been really good, but you test it too many times and you're playing with fire a little bit. So, the 2 power play goals against us were obviously something that changed the momentum. I'm really happy with our power play who scored tonight. It's been a long time coming, and they've been putting in the work. So, the special teams has been really crucial throughout the whole season, but more importantly today.
Abby, if I could start with you, both of you obviously able to score in this one, but when you have such a tight game, what did you see on your goal? What are you trying to kind of accomplish there?
I think it was just like a quick change off the bench, and O'Neal was in the slot, and I just got a pass from her, and just trying to get a shot off, honestly, was how that goal transpired. But, before that, the line before, when I got out, they were working at low in the zone and, maintaining possession, and that's kind of how the goal got started from there.
And Laura, for you, I mean, you just heard Abby talk a little bit about the lines, running all the lines, being able to have an impact on what you're able to do when you're on the ice. I mean, what were you able to see, especially 5-on-5 tonight from the team?
Yeah, I thought, obviously it's a game of hockey, there's ups and downs, there's momentum swings. When we were out of the box and we were 5-on-5, we did some really great things out there. Obviously there's some learning, some video to watch and time to get better, but we're right there. Our team's been improving every single game. We're working well together, we're rolling, and we're having an impact from every single player on this team. We know we have what it takes in that room, and there's tons of time left in this season to keep working, to keep improving, and to show what's left of what we have left in that room.
For coach, and then if the players would like to chime in as well, what do you want the city of Seattle and the fans that showed up today to take away from this? What do you want them to remember? As obviously they seem pretty amped up when the expansion to the city was mentioned.
Yeah, first of all, just a big thank you to the city and to the fans for hosting us. It's been incredible. Anytime we can play in an NHL building, we just experience so many different levels of professionalism, and so it's been an honor to play here, and I hope that the game today is something that if Seattle becomes a city that a team could be in, then they get excited about the product that there is on the ice. These two teams, we battled hard tonight, and Boston battles hard every single time we play them, and but that's the type of hockey that you can expect from the PWHL.
I would just add, as players, women's hockey's here, women's hockey's thriving, and it's not going anywhere.